The LEGO Star Wars Summer 2025 August sets were just revealed by LEGO, and one of them kind of broke me. I was looking most forward to a new Rebuild the Galaxy set this year. I really liked the crazy minifigures we got with last year's, and there were some great builds in there as well. This is the only one we're getting this year, which I love the crazy build here. It's like a cool looking Snowspeeder. The color scheme is just a lot of fun, and it kind of breaks up what I would expect from the grays of LEGO Star Wars vehicles and things like that. But I most love that new windscreen piece. Look at that, which is dual molded, seemingly with a bunch of translucent yellow. I always love black and translucent yellow, you know, LEGO Blacktron colors. The side builds are fun too. So if the builds are all good, what's the problem here? Well, they advertised this poster here. I wanted Jaxxon as a minifigure in physical form so bad. Getting that obscure character from the Star Wars universe with this awesome anthropomorphic buddy minifigure design. It's on the poster, but not in the set. That means we're probably not going to get this as a figure ever. You do get this person right here, which is seemingly an OC Separatist. That's cool, actually. I do like the face print on there, and I like the torso and leg printing. The other minifigures, you know, it's another Sig and Dev, both of which were locked to more expensive sets last year, and these are new outfits for them. So yeah, I like getting them in a cheap set like this. I love the orange lightsaber. So yeah, I get it, broke me, but it doesn't mean it's a bad set. The only thing that's bad about this set is the price. The minifigures are great. I wish there was a Jaxxon minifigure. That's more of a problem of why didn't we get more Rebuild the Galaxy sets? You know, if there's a whole second season, I wish we got more of a line there. You see, the only Star Wars thing I enjoyed in the last, I don't know, 5 years or so is the Rebuild the Galaxy special. I'm actually looking forward to part 2. So maybe that's why this set also interests me as well. This is apparently going to be $55 in the United States. Chill out, LEGO. This should have been like 35 bucks at most. LEGO prices are ridiculous. I get it, but this feels very overpriced. When you actually have a really good price set in this wave, like this is mind-blowing. It's the Play Scale Slave 1. This is only going to be $70. That's perfect. That's exactly what I would expect for the price of this set, which again, in summer 2025 is unfortunately a rarity from LEGO. I like that they offered the UCS version earlier this year, and then we have a Playscale version, so you have the opportunity to get either or of this rare, unfortunately, a vehicle from the LEGO Star Wars line. I would personally go with this set. However, I don't like something else they did in here, which is the minifigure selection. If you see, young Boba Fett has wrinkles that don't match the design in the movie. Okay, I'm just kidding. No. They have young Boba Fett from the Slave 1 UCS. They have old Jango Fett, which is all cool. But the Jango Fett is not the same one from the UCS. Instead, they have no printing on the arms there. That is so annoying. That's what they do so often, where like they would have a Spider-Man set with dual molded legs, and the cheaper ones wouldn't have dual molded legs. Stop cheaping out there, LEGO. Now, that would be all fun and dandy if, let's say, those were the only 2 minifigures of that Slave 1 UCS set. But no, they throw in an exclusive minifigure in here, which is an amazing minifigure. Lama Su, probably mispronounced the name there. I absolutely love that new headpiece. That's fantastic. Printing on the torso and legs are great. I like that shade of purple they use. Also, I love that LEGO gave us that new headpiece for that type of alien when we got a similar one from the same species in another set recently. They went above and beyond there, and I think that is something that should be applauded. So if you buy the UCS Slave 1, which is a better version of the build of this set, you're still going to have to pick up this set for that one extremely detailed, awesome, exclusive minifigure. That's frustrating. Just include that minifigure in both of them, and the fault of this one not having the arm printing would feel like less of a blow. So LEGO basically made it so that you have to have both if you are a minifigure collector. There's a very overpriced ATST UCS set. I don't know why this isn't like $120. It's $200. Give me a break. The most interesting thing about this for me is the ATST driver, who has some new arm printing. Of course, they're locking such a cool minifigure to such an expensive set. Again, what they did with Boba Fett. Another very overpriced set with the Republic Juggernaut. 160 bucks here in the United States. 813 pieces really shows here. But the minifigures are really cool. I know people have wanted that Galactic Marine minifigure for a while, and that looks super awesome. I love the dual coloring on the helmet there. The Commander minifigure is awesome as well. First Kiadi Mundi in like, what, I was gonna say, yeah, 7 years, 7 years. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. Compared to the in-universe design, something about this just feels too clean, too smooth, and too compact. I don't know, I think this didn't really do a good job in its sizing, not just considering the price. I think of other turbo tanks, and those just feel like a lot rougher and a lot more substantial in their build. And you'll hear that one more time with the next set. And then another very overpriced $160 set with this MTT right here. I don't know, make this like 90 bucks. The minifigures for Ayla and Commander Bly are especially awesome, though. I love what seems to be like a new plastic pole drum piece. That works really well in my opinion, and that helmet piece rocks too. Dare I even say this is a more interesting release than the last MTT. The thing that had a leg up over is that was only 80 bucks. So yeah, the price of this one's ridiculous, but I do love that blue coloring, and it's cool to see that in a full-size design. And I think, you know, getting those droids out works in a very smooth way. There's a nice print at the front as well. I like the design of this, honestly. Even if it feels a little bit undersized, the price especially makes it way down. So I do think the 2007 one is still the best. I mean, it has the most pieces out of all of these, and I think it shows in the detailing. Yes, it does have a lot of the, I guess, design downgrades comparing something from a 2007 to 2025 set. But I liked how that worked a lot better, and I liked how many more droids that fit in. I mean, what, there's like 21 in this specific set? It was insane. This one definitely feels a lot more compact in its interior to a fault. So I may no longer be a Star Wars fan, but at least this wave elicited some emotion from me. I just really wish we would get a Jaxxon minifigure. I figure if there's ever going to be like a CMF Star Wars series, they're going to have to put this in here because they always put like animal characters in CMF series. Okay, honestly, most of the reason I want Jaxxon is because Jaxxon's a Leppy. Lop is like, I think, the most adorable Star Wars character. I want a minifigure of that character so bad. If you don't know who that is, she was in Star Wars Visions short, which I kind of forgot Star Wars Visions. That's the other Star Wars thing that I watched and loved throughout the years, in terms of the last 5 years. Love seeing all these different companies give their Star Wars shorts, and I thought that was a really good series. So give us Lego Lop, or give us Lego Jaxxon. Maybe they'll announce, hey, you know what, we got one more Rebuild the Galaxy Season 2 set. Maybe there'll be a Season 3 and we'll get sets then. I don't know. So let me know what you think of this wave in the comments below. I'm sure you don't have the same complaints as I do. Subscribe here for more LEGO news and commentary, and I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.